A New York Times reporter took an evening off once and went to a New York Yankees baseball game. And by the end of the game, he'd gotten a story that he wrote the next day in the New York Times. He was sitting along the left field line just beyond third base, and a few rows in front of him was a young father and his about 9-year-old son. The son had an oversized Yankees cap on and a pair of cheap plastic binoculars and a brand new Little League glove, and he was hoping to catch a foul ball. Well, sure enough, just about the sixth inning, the batter fouled a ball that had a trajectory headed just for the little boy. He stood up with his glove outstretched and excitement on his face, but at the last moment, a 30-something-year-old guy with horn-rimmed glasses pushed himself over the kid, breaking the binoculars, and grabbed the foul ball, also breaking the child's heart. He pumped his fist and put the ball in his pocket and sat down, and those who had seen it, after a few seconds of shocked silence, somebody said, "Hey, give the kid the ball." I said, "Give the kid the ball." Hornrim shook his head. Others joined in. "Give the kid the ball. Give the kid." Finally, the whole section was saying, "Give the kid the ball." People who haven't even seen it were saying, "Give the kid the ball." It was so much ruckus, players on the field were looking up into the stands. An elderly man went down and knelt beside Hornrims and said something to him. And after he had said a few seconds, Hornrims nodded, pulled the ball out of his pocket, and gave it to the little boy. "He gave the kid the ball," people began. "He gave the kid the ball." Right then, another foul ball came over into that section. The person who caught it gave it to Hornrims. "That was a nice thing you did." Hornrims looked at it and gave it to the little kid. Now he had two balls, and the crowd erupted in uproarious laughter and joy. And the New York Times reporter said, even a jaded New Yorker in a city that is often cruel could see that sometimes there is justice. Maybe that's what Jesus wants us to see, that at the end of the day I think that's part of it, but that's not all of it. Because if that were all of it, then the moral of this parable would be, don't lose heart. There's justice at the end of the day, don't lose heart. But the moral is, pray always and don't lose heart.